You know, one of the things I love is really good ideas, and a couple of them have been this switcher button concept where guys can use either a button or just a switch, like on off, or a momentary as a button, and then to enable AutoSteer. So I've incorporated that into AutoSteer PCB version 2.ino, and all you do is you set this to 0 if you want to use a switch, or 1 to use as a button. And so that works really well. So if we enable AutoSteer, then it works. Now we have it hooked up as a momentary, so I got to go click, 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 click. But you can see that works. Okay, so enough of that. So inspired by Ray Bear, I also added, this is really simple, I know you had a class and everything, but all I did is if the job is started, and if the setting is on, and if a line is set and a contour button is on or curve is set, then we check the switch value and versus the AutoSteer button, and if we want it on and it isn't on, then we turn it on. If we want it off and it isn't off, then we turn it off. And that's it. That's the whole auto code.
Okay, so after I made that video, I got to thinking that there's got to be more logic to turning the AutoSteer off and on, and of course there is. Once again, the GUI and the interaction of the user is 90% of the programming and the problems. So there's a lot of different ways to turn on and turn off the AutoSteer. Like, you shouldn't be able to turn it on when there's no guidance lines and that sort of thing. And there's also this concept of recorded path, you know, being able to start and stop that. So all of those things affect the AutoSteer button. So if we turn it on, this is all pretty now. Turn it into auto, so it's an A for auto, and get going. It shouldn't be able to turn on automatically, because right now it's set up so that if the AutoSteer module thinks that it's connected, and it should turn it on. So this shouldn't turn on if there's no guidance selected. So if we turn this on, see, then it should turn itself on. If we turn it off, then that should turn itself off. That sort of thing. And so even if you're doing guidance and you go to recorded path, it should also turn that off. Of course, it doesn't turn these off, but it's recorded path, and as long as this is obvious that that's off. So how is that done? Well, you just start adding lots of logic. So if a job is started and the AutoSteer auto part is on, then and you're not driving a recorded path, and you have one of the modes set, then do the manual switching. Now that's all fine and dandy, but if you turn one of, say, contours on and you turn it off, then it doesn't know, so then it just skips past this and it won't turn it off again. So you have to do another line of check, which says if there's no AB line set, no contour button on, no curve set, no AutoSteer button on, and no AutoSteer button on, or you're driving a recorded path and the auto is on, then perform a click and turn it off. So the logic adds up very quickly, and thought I would just add that. Okay, thanks.